I'm sitting here with Jamie Berard. It is so good to see you again.
Always a pleasure. Good to see
And
you.
again. And you brought something here for us, which is the Lego Seasonal Set Creator Expert. I don't know anything about it. It's Gingerbread House stylish.
So I managed to surprise you with something that you didn't know anything about.
Nothing. It's a big surprise of Jamie Berard, and it's looking great. It's my first look here, so what we've got here.
So we're very excited to show you our new gingerbread house. This is a little bit of an extension of the Winter Village theme, just like we did with Santa's Workshop. But we had a lot of fun with this. You can see we have our gingerbread man with a crazy mustache and his gingerbread partner there. And she has a new dress, and she also has this strawberry frosting or cream filling around her head. And they both have a new torso decoration. You might notice in his hand they got a brand new freshly baked baby. So that's a brand new printed tile there. And then, of course, that baby has lots of things to celebrate at Christmas. It has a little rocking horse here. You can actually put the gingerbread baby on there. We got a nice new Christmas tree with some nice details on the top. You got a snow blower. You can push this across the carpet, and it actually will rotate around. And then, of course, there's the house. And the house is super cute. Everybody that's seen it just melts, which is kind of fun. You can actually see some of the snow has melted because it's so cute. But we made it so that way the characters, like the gingerbread lady here, can actually sit on the seats, because sometimes that skirt can be a little bit of a challenge to fit in. So we're trying to be conscious of that. We have the lighting. The light brick is in here that you can push down, and it lights up on the front there. And then we also have the Home Sweet Home and little candy canes. But it gets even cuter when you go on the inside, because then we have all of this beautiful interior detail. You can see there's some nice stockings by the fireplace. We've got a nice cozy kitchen. We've got a nice living room. But the fun part is up in the bathroom, I think, because that's where you see chocolate, milk in the bathtub. I mean, who wouldn't want that? It's also one of the rare moments we actually get to make a bathtub, so there's something fun there. We have some little towels against the wall. We got a nice little crib, and we've got some vanilla wafers for the bedding. So just so many delicious details that you can't help but smile, hopefully, when you see them. Even down to the cinnamon or the spices in the windows, these little reflection points that really, really come to life.
This is a big aha for me. This looks really stunning. Awesome set. Please tell me who's responsible for this one.
So the first sketch was done by a gentleman named Florian and the company, but Tiago took that sketch and just knocked it out of the park. So it's Tiago that's the designer, and he's the one that really had the challenge of making sure you had all this beautiful detail that you could get to, but then still making a roof structure that was interesting and clean, but then didn't clutter up the inside. I forgot to mention also that the light goes on the inside too for the fireplace, so it's dual purpose.
This is really modular building-like. I mean, you see all the tiles there, all the details, so you can easily enlarge this one and add it to your winter city. It's looking really good. What was the most challenging part here when you designed this with your team and Tiago?
I think the biggest challenge for Tiago was probably this roof structure, because it is so sharp and interesting and delicate, but you want to have a lot of access to that interior. So I think he spent the most time on that. Maybe secondarily, he was also looking at like the chimney and triggering that light and having the light come through on both sides. And then in the end, for it to be so simple as to just push the smokestack, I think that's when you know he really figured it out, because it shouldn't be more difficult than that. So.
Do we see any new element here? No, it's some recolors. Is there anything new?
No, well, I would say no brand new shapes, but definitely the new decorations. We have also the transparent yellow on the top here. Tiago had a fun little star creation there. So I would say it's more just some of the recoloring. You might be able to see on the inside a few other things in there, but no new elements in this one. We really try to take on the challenge and embrace it of just trying to build with the existing bricks.
So there are, I think, two things going on, or at least three. We have one new car each year. We see some modular building, and we have this Winter Village thing. So for you as design lead, is it sometimes difficult that you say, hey, we have these lines, we have to go on, or is it challenging? And or would you love to do more totally new things, like Creator Expert is the wall is open?
I think it's always nice to have those things that people look forward to. Like, I know people going into Christmas are already talking about the modular building and wondering what it is if they haven't already heard or seen anything. It just gives you that something to look forward to just after the holidays. So I like that. And also the cars, people are always curious where it's going. So that's a fun challenge on how do you surprise people that know something's coming, they just don't know what it is. Where conversely, to be able to do these one-off things or these special products like the lunar lander that we launched back in June.
Oh,
I
it
think
was
already.
June or
So long
something.
ago.
Yeah,
That was also really fun to take advantage of an anniversary and do something very different than what we've done in a while. I mean, I think the last time we did space was the shuttle adventure and expedition. So there's something really fun there. And I also this year got to help out with the Stranger Things project. I was the design lead on that, which also keeps it fresh. It's not technically under expert, but there's definitely lots of new things that are happening and coming in all around. And then again, there's the classics that we just look forward to.
I already built the Stranger Things set and I did a review, and I really love this set one. But explain to me, it is awesome how you and Justin add those two houses. So you use this tiles. Did you have different? So I didn't look in the structure. I just built it because I don't want to spoil myself. Because I want, how do they do this that it's stable? Did you have different options to do this, or was it the first one? That's the idea. We do it this way.
Definitely not the first one. Justin can go into a bit more detail on that, but it was definitely the simplicity of the two trees was the eureka moment. Because before that, we were actually exploring 4 trees, 3 trees, having a stand, and then how they connect is also a challenge because we wanted to try to think through how does somebody build this. And actually, coming up with the 2 houses you can build side by side. So if you have somebody helping you, there's something really fun there. But the actual connectors, that was not an immediate moment that we figured out. That took a little bit of looping.
So Jamie, my last question is, as you know, I'm a big creative expert fan. I'm an architecture fan. So we're friends. We are friends forever. But in my city, my New York City, I have a big fairground.
Yes.
A lot of rides.
Yes.
The roller coaster's awesome. And I would love to add more rides in the future. So it could be that we see more rides in the future, or do you think now we've seen everything? There's a carousel, a roller coaster, we're done. What do you think of this topic?
I believe there's a lot of potential out there. And you know, you don't have to sell me on the idea of fairground. So sometimes we just have to be patient on which ideas come out when, but you definitely have an ambassador in the company that is definitely looking forward to that.
And next time we met in the Ferris wheel.
We'll see.
Jamie, thank you so much for your time. Jamie Berard, design lead, Lego creator, expert in architecture. And this is a look on the brand new house, which will cost?
This is also €89.99 and $99.
Everything is 89 here. Thank you so much. Bye.